2, 1. Hi, I'm Storm Team Meteorologist John Dissauer. Thanks for checking us out here on KFES12.com. Wanted to give you an update as to what we might see out of this potential winter storm coming our way for Monday night through Tuesday and through the early morning hours on Wednesday. It should be out of here probably before 6 o'clock Wednesday morning. Now tonight, as of taping, we're taping this about 5:30 on Sunday evening. Winter storm watches are in effect from Monday evening through Tuesday evening for all of southern Illinois, western Kentucky, all of southeast Missouri, as well as northeastern Arkansas, and also Obion and Lake counties in northwestern Tennessee. Winter storm watch means we could see any of the types of winter precip that comes down in the form of either some snow, sleet, or some ice in the form of some freezing rain. And take a look at all the watches and warnings that are in effect this evening, all the way stretching from Oklahoma City back over towards Pittsburgh. We've got winter storm watches and already ice storm warnings in effect across northwestern Arkansas, and I expect more ice storm warnings to be issued as the storm keeps pushing off to the east. As about half of the watches north of it's going to be more of a snow issue, the bottom half of that, or the southern half, will be more of an icing issue over the next 2 to 3 days. Now this is one of our forecast models we take a look at. This is actually called the GFS model, and it gives you an indication of what we might see over time. This one's probably the closest of all the models right now as to the current thinking that we've got. Starting at 9 o'clock Sunday night, maybe a little bit of light snow across northern portions of the area. The storm is still yet not developed, but starting at 10 o'clock Monday morning, this model beginning to indicate the storm getting its act together down across northern Texas through Oklahoma and southern Kansas. And notice as this begins to push off to the east-northeast. Timing is still a little bit in question. I'm thinking maybe around 8 or 9 o'clock we start to see it moving into our viewing area across southeast Missouri and the Missouri Boot Heel. But notice by 7 o'clock it's beginning to bring it in. I think we start out as all snow for a brief moment, and then it begins to change over to our mix across the region. The northern sections could see some heavier snow as we go through the overnight hours Monday night into Tuesday morning. The middle section, sleet and freezing rain, and the southern section, mainly freezing rain out of this. Through the day Tuesday, things wind down a little bit, but then Tuesday evening, things begin to pick back up again, with the heaviest ice fall at this point across western Kentucky, northwestern Tennessee, and the Missouri Boot Heel, and then the system begins to push out of here late Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. A couple of the other forecast models we take a look at. I just wanted to show you these to give you an indication of potential. I don't like the placement of this particular model where it's putting them, the snowfall amounts, but I wanted to at least give you an indication of what's going on. This is called our RPM model, and again, this is for snowfall accumulation as we go through time. And notice how it's putting the bulk of the snow a little further to the north. So it's got the storm actually transitioning further to the north. I think this will probably be a little bit further to the south, probably in the order of 100 to 150 miles or so. But you can see a heavy swath of snow right through the middle. Now, if you take the models at how much moisture they've got in the air, we could possibly see in some of the heavier bands, not just here in the viewing area, but outside of the viewing area, anywhere between 8 to 10 inches of snow, if we squeezed every drop of rain or moisture out of the sky and brought it down as snow. The other side of it is we're talking ice around the region, and again, this precision RPM model's got it just a little bit further to the north than what I would like, and the ice, what it's looking at is both the sleet accumulation and ice or freezing rain accumulation. And notice a heavy swath, if you look at the legend here, a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch right through the middle of us. And then you even notice some little the brighter pinks. We're talking a 3/4 of an inch to an inch of ice. I don't think it's out of the question. Some locations where we do end up seeing the ice could see upwards of an inch of ice out of this. Again, that's all the way through Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So a big winter storm heading towards us with the potential of heavy snow, heavy sleet, and perhaps heavy icing out of this. So just a couple reminders, make sure you get some batteries for tomorrow, because we all remember what happened last February. By no means are we talking a storm of that ramification where we're going to be without power for a week, but still at least have some supplies around. Make sure you've got some batteries to help keep warm, and maybe to power some flashlights and radios in case, of course, it does go dark, as it often happens around here. So this is the latest now from us here at the Storm Team Center. Again, we're taping this Sunday evening around 5:30 or so. Hopefully by 10 o'clock we'll have a better idea from the computer models to be able to actually go on the air with a snow forecast and an ice forecast as to how much we could see. Although if the models are still not really in agreement, that might get delayed till tomorrow, and Brian might have to deal with that in the morning, or we're dealing with it once it finally begins to fall, because oftentimes in these storm systems, we don't really know what's going on until it starts to actually fall. So that's the latest from here. You can stay on KFES12.com. All throughout the storm, we'll be bringing you updates and live updates through the event, as well as our school closings will be on here, and we'll be streaming Storm Team Digital Doppler live on the website starting Monday afternoon. But in the meantime, thanks for joining us here on KFES12.com.